Hello and welcome. In this episode, we are looking at how to create links. Okay, so if you can recall on our HTML lessons, we looked at how to create an external links whereby when we click on the link, it redirects us to a different website or a different web page. All right, so let's do something more that is scale than that. Okay, so in this episode, we are looking at how to create an internal link. Okay, or you can so you can call it as local links or it's okay. All right, so without much ado, let's jump into coding and let's see how it is. Now, we've been working on a single page for long, so let's additional page. Okay, to start with, let's create additional page, and to do that, we can do command N on Mac. We can do control N on Windows. Okay, or you can come here, you can come to file, then we come to new file. Okay, all right, so let's save it. It is in the same proceeding on how we created our HTML. We are doing the same. Okay, save it, command S or control S on Windows. Make sure you save it inside your CSS practice folder. Okay, all right, now we give it a name, and this one I would like to call it nested.html. You can call it anyhow you want it. Okay, you can call it HTML2 anyhow, but remember the file extension is still important. Okay, get it right. Now save it. Now it is still an HTML file. You can see it here. Okay, it's here. So we need a basic HTML template, and we have it. All right, so let's go ahead and give it a title. So the title, I like to call it nested page. And the next thing that we have to do is we would like to use the same style sheet here. Okay, we want to use this our CSS styles to be able to style this page also. And remember, when we were using our usual HTML file, when anytime we want to style, we just come to the style sheet and style. Why? Because we have linked the styles here. Our style sheet has been linked here. So I would like us to do the same, okay, to the page so that we can style this particular page inside the same style sheet that we are having here. We don't want to create a multiple style sheets or we don't want to create additional style sheet for this particular nested page. Okay, that is how we want to do it. So it's pretty simple. You just have to come here, grab the code. Okay, grab the code, then you come to your nested page, and you only have to paste it. By doing this, we have linked this CSS, we have linked the style sheet to this one. Okay, all right, so all what we are doing now, we've not even started the link yet. Okay, so we are putting the things in place for our link to function better. Okay, so because we are working with local links, and if we are working with local links, we will need additional page so that when we click on it, it will redirect us to that particular page. Okay, this one we are not going outside of our website or our web page. We are working inside. That is why we are calling it internal. Okay, the one that we did on the HTML, that one we worked through it on what external. When you click on it, it takes us out of our website or our web page. So we need a page that when you click on it, it will redirect us into. That is what we are doing now. So now what we have to do next is that we have to come to the HTML. Let's grab some code. Okay, if you have time, you can type the code by yourself. You can go ahead and type the code by yourself, but I don't think we have enough time. Or better still, let's try something. Okay, all right, so this is our some HTML. I've put in some HTML content here. Okay, this is our third heading, and I've given a class. Okay, I've given a div with a class with a third container. Okay, so before anything, let's see how this page also turns in the browser. Okay, so this is how the page looks like. Don't be surprised because it's kind of taking some of the CSS attribute that we are having here. Okay, so don't be surprised at all. If you happen to comment all the CSS code here, if you happen to, let's say, delete all the CSS code here and save and refresh, we only have this skeleton. Okay, so the reason why it is taking that effect is because of this. It is because of this body tag. Okay, it's because of this body tag. Because remember, we target the body, and here also there's a body here. Okay, so it is taking the same effect. It's the same name body. So um it will show. Now that I comment the body, we don't see anything like that here. And even if it is there, we don't have a problem. I'm just want to show you for the case study so that you wouldn't be surprised. Okay, it's because of the body. It is giving out the background image. Okay, so you don't mind about all this. Okay, let's check on the link and let's focus on that. All right. Now, before anything, on our next container, let's put more content. Okay. And again, this one is nothing. Okay, it doesn't have anything to do with. But I just want our page to be accurate. Okay. Then we come to the CSS. Wait, before we go there, this is a third container. Okay. So now when you come to the CSS, second container is here. So it's a class. Okay. Let's do third container. So third container, then we come to the first container, then we copy the CSS format, all the CSS format that we have there. Let's put it the first container format that we have. Let's bring it inside our third container. And I need a comment. Okay. So before anything, let's save it and let's check our page. You save it, save this one too. And okay, let's go and check what is wrong. Okay, so everything is right here. So let's go to our HTML page and see. Okay, there we go. Okay, you can see third. Okay, please, you have to be very, very careful when it comes to the naming convention. Okay, so because it can give you a problem. Okay, now let's refresh and see. And there we go. Okay. Okay, so I want our page to be something like this, nice, at least something nice like this is okay. Okay, so now let's position our our nested page. Let's position this our H1. Let's position it at the center. Okay. Remember, we can write CSS code to do the same thing. Okay. Okay, something like this. Awesome. Now let's go ahead and create our link. Okay. So we are creating a link inside our index.html page. All right. So outside the div, I'll come here. Then before we create the link, let me put some h4 here. That says awesome. Click on the link to our next page. All right. So something like this. Then let's create the link. Remember, always when we're creating a link, we need what is called an anchor tag. All right. So with the anchor tag, now what is next is what? If we click on this link, where should we be directed to? Okay, remember when we were creating the external link, we only came and copied the URL of any of, even if I copy this URL, for instance, my Udemy course, if I copy this URL and paste it like this, and let's say we save it, now the next thing will be a message, the message that I will need to put across for them to see what they are going to do. Okay, so I click on the link to my Udemy website. Okay, something like this. Now, let's head towards our browser, refresh, head towards the down there. This is the link. Okay, so when I click on this link, it's because my internet is off. So if I have my internet on, let's go back again. If I have my internet on, okay, so let's open the page again, open in a browser. So when I have my internet on, when I click on this link, you see, I'm going to be redirected to the my Udemy course. Okay, so this is the external way of creating it. It's very, very simple. Now we are not doing the external. Okay, we are not using the external way of creating the link. We want it as internal or local. Okay, I'll get off this. We are back to the same place. Okay, our anchor tag with an href. Maybe if you find it confusing, let me clear it and do it again. Now we need an h tag. When I click on it, Sublime Text has given me everything, so I have to put in. So if I click on the link, where do I have to be redirected to? I want to be redirected to this page, nested.html, this page. Okay, so you have to put in the name of the page. Okay, this time you are putting in the name. This is the one. That's why it is called what? The local. Okay, we are putting in the local page that I created or the local. Okay, so index nested.html. So when I click on the link, it is taking you to to this page. So let me leave a message that says, sorry, the message shouldn't be here, it should be outside. Yes, so the message is supposed to be somewhere here. That says what? Click on the link to our next page. Okay, then I close it like that. Now let's go and check if you have a result. Save it, come to the browser and refresh. Now we have click on the link to our next page. Now let's click on the link and see what happened. Sorry, save it, save your next page. Oh, there we go again. Okay, we have to take off this a HTML. Okay, now save it, refresh, click on the link. Oh, there we go again. Next. In our case, we make it X instead of S. Okay, so let's use the X. Okay, save it. Now let's go back to the main page. Refresh the page. Now let's click on the link, and you can see, boom, we have been redirected to this our nested page. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's do demonstration again. So now that everything is set, save it, open it in a browser. Now it's here, click on it, and boom, you've been directed to what your next page. This is our our third heading. Okay. Okay, so now you might be wondering, what if I want to go back to my previous page? What do I do? Because I don't have any link here also to click on it to direct me to my previous page. All right. So a simple answer is, if you want to go back, just come to this button and click back. It will take you back. Okay. All right, so you might be wondering, okay, this might not be an accurate for you. Okay, so, oh no, so can't I get a link or a button to click on it so that it will be, I'll be redirected. Okay, so let's see how to do that too. So I don't want to waste much time on this. Okay, so all what I have to do is, how we created this. I have to do the same thing. Let me copy it and send it to my nested page. So I just paste it here, and I have to change this one. Okay, I have to change this one. So here, I mean, if you click on it, take me to index.html. Now I save it. Like I said before, I don't want us to take much time. So click on this to click on this link to our. You can do it previous page, okay? But let's make it home page. So click on the link to our next page. Click on the link to our home page. Very simple. So now let's go back and refresh. Now let's say we were here, we click on the link and we have been directed to this place. So the next thing that we have to do is to click it back to be redirected to our previous page. And it is as simple as that. Okay. So without links, your website will become dummy. Okay, dummy websites, like you wouldn't have much content, but links will help you, will help your website to become more interactive. Okay. So it's very simple in of creating links. All right, let me show you one last thing before we move. So let's say if I take this one off and paste in my YouTube account, okay, or my YouTube channel here, and save it. And when we open our new page like this, let's take us back. Okay, so when I click on the link, I don't know if you notice it, because I've changed the link here. Now the link is no more the home. Okay, the link is my YouTube channel. So when I click on it, I've been redirected to my YouTube channel here. And as you can see, okay, all right, that is awesome. Okay, so that is that for the link. Links help to make your website become more interactive. So take advantage of it, and let's meet on the next sections and learn more. Thank you.